Okay, guys. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's live webinar. Okay, guys. Today I'm your host. My name is Emily Jihad Hussain. Hello, everyone. Thank you very Welcome much to for today's joining me today. Live webinar. Okay, guys. Today I'm your host. My name is Emily Jihad Hussain. Hello, everyone. Thank you very Welcome much to for today's joining me today. Live webinar. Okay, guys. Today I'm your host. My name is Emily Jihad Hussain. Hello, everyone. Thank you very Welcome much to for today's joining me today. Live webinar. Okay, guys. Today I'm your host. My name is Emily Jihad Hussain. Hello, everyone. Thank you very Welcome much to for today's joining me today. Live webinar. Okay, guys. Today I'm your host. My name is Emily Jihad Hussain. Hello, everyone. Thank you very Welcome to today's live webinar. Okay, guys. Today I'm your host. My name is Emily Jihad Hussain. Hello, everyone. Thank you very Welcome to today's live webinar. Okay, guys. Today I'm your host. My name is Emily Jihad Hussain. Hello, everyone. Thank you very Welcome to today's live webinar. Okay, guys. Today I'm your host. My name is Emily Jihad Hussain. Hello, everyone. Thank you very Welcome to today's live webinar. Okay, guys. Today I'm your host. My name is Emily Jihad Hussain. Hello, everyone. Thank you very Welcome to today's live webinar. Okay, guys. Today I'm your host. My name is Emily Jihad Hussain. Hello, everyone. Thank you very Welcome to today's live webinar. Okay, guys. Today I'm your host. My name is Emily Jihad Hussain. Hello, everyone. Thank you very Welcome to today's live webinar. Okay, guys. Today I'm your host. My name is Emily Jihad Hussain. Hello, everyone. Thank you very Welcome to today's live webinar. Okay, guys. Today I'm your host. My name is Emily Jihad Hussain. Hello, everyone. Thank you very Welcome to today's live webinar. Okay, guys. Today I'm your host. My name is Emily Jihad Hussain. Hello, everyone. Thank you very Welcome to today's live webinar. Okay, guys. Today I'm your host. My name is Emily Jihad Hussain. Hello, everyone. Thank you very Welcome to today's live webinar. Okay, guys. Today I'm your host. My name is Emily Jihad Hussain. Hello, everyone. Thank you very Welcome to today's live webinar. Okay, guys. Today I'm your host. My name is Emily Jihad Hussain. Hello, everyone. Thank you very Welcome to today's live webinar. Okay, guys. Today I'm your host. My name is Emily Jihad Hussain. Hello, everyone. Thank you very Welcome to today's live webinar. Okay, guys. Today I'm your host. My name is Emily Jihad Hussain. Hello, everyone. Thank you very Welcome to today's live webinar. Okay, guys. Today I'm your host. My name is Emily Jihad Hussain. Hello, everyone. Thank you very Welcome to today's live webinar. Okay, guys. Today I'm your host. My name is Emily Jihad Hussain. Hello, everyone. Thank you very Welcome to today's live webinar. Okay, guys. Today I'm your host. My name is Emily Jihad Hussain. Hello, everyone. Thank you very Welcome to today's live webinar. Okay, guys. Today I'm your host. My name is Emily Jihad Hussain. Hello, everyone. Thank you very Welcome to today's live webinar. Okay, guys. Today I'm your host. My name is Emily Jihad Hussain. Hello, everyone. Thank you very Welcome to today's live webinar.
Wait a minute, guys. 1 second.
My name is Emily Jihad Hussain. Hello.
Hello, guys. My voice is clear now. Hello, guys. My voice is clear now. Hello, guys. My voice is clear now. I'm sorry for the inconvenience, guys. 1 second. Hello, guys. My voice is clear now. I'm sorry for the inconvenience, guys. 1 second. Hello, guys. Okay, guys. My voice is clear now. I'm sorry for the inconvenience, guys. Sorry for this. Hello, guys. Okay, guys. My voice is clear now. I'm sorry for the inconvenience, guys. Start again, guys. Hello, everyone. Hello, guys. Okay, guys. My voice is clear now. I'm sorry for the inconvenience, guys. Start again, guys. Hello, everyone. Hello, guys. Okay, guys. My voice is clear now. I'm sorry for the inconvenience, guys. Start again, guys. Hello, guys. Okay, guys. My voice is clear now. Hello, guys. Okay, guys. My voice is clear now. Thank you. Hello, guys. Okay, guys. My voice is clear now. Okay, guys. Thank you. Today we will learn how to get my voice is clear now. Like this. Okay, guys. And resistance. Today we will learn how to get my voice is clear now. Everybody with real life understand. Today we will learn I don't know the way I will understand how everybody with real life body support. how price moves tips and tricks. Before we learn support and resistance, first we need to understand how price actually moves. Before we learn support and resistance, first we need to understand price doesn't move in one straight line. Price moves in three simple steps. Move in one straight line. In three simple waves, price is moving. And the first step is called impulse, and the second step price is called pullback, and the third step and the first step is called impulse, and the second step guys you can focus on the chart here. The step is called impulse, and the second step strong bullish pressure you can see from the bottom to the top. A strong bullish pressure. The path starts from here and thereafter entering here. Strong bullish pressure. The path starts from here and thereafter entering here. Strong bullish pressure. The path starts from here and thereafter entering here. Strong bullish pressure. The path starts from here and thereafter entering here. Strong bullish pressure. The path starts from here and thereafter. Okay, can you please tell me why voice is still clear or not? I don't know why this problem is happening right now. Okay, can you please tell me why voice is still please clarify that the voice is clear. Why this problem is happening right now? Okay, can you please tell me why voice is still okay? Clarify that the voice is clear. Tell me the voice is clear now, guys. Right now. Okay, can you please tell me why voice is still okay? Clarify that the voice is clear. Tell me the voice is clear now, guys. The voice is clear, guys. Please clarify this. Okay, on the chart. The voice is clear. Tell me the voice is clear now, guys. The voice is clear, guys. Please clarify this. Okay, on the chart. The voice is clear. Tell me the voice is clear now, guys. The voice is clear, guys. Please clarify this. Okay, why it's echoing? Tell me the voice is clear now, guys. The voice is clear, guys. Please clarify this. Okay, why it's echoing? Tell me the voice is clear now, guys. The voice is clear, guys. Please clarify this. Okay. Hello guys, the voice is clear now. Please clarify. A lot of time has been wasted. Hello. Hello guys. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. A lot of time has been wasted. I'm very sorry about this inconvenience. Okay. Okay guys. Price moves in three simple steps. The first step is called the impulse, and the second step is called the pullback, and the third step is continuation. An impulse is a strong move in one direction, like this one you can see on the chart. An impulse move is called in one direction. The price is moving in one direction with the full strength is called an impulse. An impulse is a strong move in one direction. During an impulse move, buyers or sellers are in control. After you can see, after a strong move, price usually needs a short break, and the break is called a pullback. And this is the pullback here. And a pullback is a temporary move against the trend. And it does not always mean the trend has changed. It's simply a short correction. After the pullback, the price often continues on its original direction. As we already see here, price started from here and price push the market, buyers push the market to here to the up direction, and then from that exact price area the sellers started to buying. I'm sorry, the sellers started to selling from that exact area. And if you just focus on the sellers candles here, you can get the full picture. After buyers to take the rest here, the sellers is because there are no buyers here, because buyers are resting here. That's why sellers took the opportunity to try a little to get the control of the market, but they eventually failed because you see here a strong pressure from the, you can see the rejection of the candles, the selling candles, the bearish candles rejection. If you just focus here, they are small and weak, and eventually the buyers took back the control of the market again, and as a result the market continues on its original direction. So that's how the price actually moves. So guys, remember these three steps. impulse, pullback, and continuation. You will see this pattern many times on the chart, and I will show this on the real IQ option chart also. Okay, guys, let's move to the next topic. Our next topic is why price changes its direction. Now we understand how price moves, but there is another important question: why price changes its direction. Let's look at the chart, guys. From here to here, buyers pushing the market with the full strength, and they push the market until they reach here, and from the exact here they become weakens. You see, their candles become smaller and their candles body becomes smaller than their rejections. That's mean the buyers become shrinking here. They are not interested to buy more from that exact area. As a result, sellers took the opportunity. A sudden sellers come back here, and as a result we see sellers push the market drastically to the downward direction. So guys, as a result, so price does not change the direction by chance. It changes because one side becomes stronger and the other side become weaker. And if you in the market, the buyers and sellers move like this. And if the buyers are stronger in the market, the price usually moves up. And if the sellers are stronger, the price usually moves down. Slides boys echoes is still there. Is it good now, guys? I think the voice is good now. Okay. If you understand this one, how price changes its direction, because this is one of the most important ideas in trading. And always ask yourself when you are in trading, who is stronger right now, buyers or sellers, so you can get the full picture. So guys, let's move to the next topic. Our next topic is why does price reacts at the same area? Okay. If you understand this one, how price changes its direction, because this is one of the most important ideas in trading. Okay. Always ask yourself when you are okay, my voice is clear, guys. Can you please clarify this one again? My voice is clear or not? So guys, let's move to the next topic. Our next topic is why does price reacts at the same area? I hope it's clear. Okay. What is happening here? You already learned. Okay. How price changes its direction. So price does not change the direction by chance. It's the buyers and sellers which is a stronger and weaker, and eventually the price changes the direction. And focus here. Why does price reacts at some area? Have you ever noticed that the price often reacts at some area a lot of time again and again and again, like this one? Check the blue zone, guys. From here, the price getting rejection and the price push up, and again sellers come down, the price a little getting rejected, and then the buyers push the market in the up direction again, and again sellers tried a little but they failed. Again buyers push the market in the up direction with a little more power, and again you see buyers come back to the exact level with a little power, but again buyers gap it a little bit, gap up candle appeared here. You can see the gap up, and they push the market in the upward direction, and eventually they took the control of the market. And why does this happen actually? It's because many traders remember important price levels like this one. These price levels, if you just focus on the right chart here, this is the IQ option euro USD chart. The price is 1.08600. At this price level, the buyers are too much interested and they are a way powerful here. That's why the sellers again and again failing rather than buyers. The buyers again and again, after the sellers come back to the exact level, they started to buying. and you find this again and again in the and these kinds of strong areas, these kinds of strong levels are too much important in trading. A lot of institutional zones are created at these kinds of areas, so this is a very important, and this is how exactly support and resistance were created. And in the next slide we will learn how to identify those areas on a chart. Okay. Okay, our next chart is what is a support. Very important, guys. Focus here. What is a support? I hope my voice is clear now, guys. Please clarify this. My voice is clear. Okay, my voice is clear now. What is a support? Now we already know the price often reacts at some areas again and again, and a support area is an area where buyers are interested to buy. So focus on the chart, guys. This is again a Euro USD chart. In the IQ option, the sellers come with full strength and they exactly close at our level, and we see here the buyers is push the market in the up direction immediately after sellers entered at our support area. And again sellers tried a little, and then again they entered at our support zone, and again buyers show their power, and again sellers tried a little but they become weaker. You can focus on the candles, and then again buyers show their full strength with their full power. They push the market with a strong bounce, and they got the control of the market again. So a support is an area where buyers are in full control. They are too much interested to buy at the price. A lot of buying order also executed at this area. That's why they push this much stronger. So I hope you understand what is a support. If you understand this one, you can text on the chart that you understand. Okay, let's move to the next topic. Our next topic is, why does support actually work? Very good questions. Why support actually works? Support works because buyers pressure becomes higher than the sellers. As you can see here, a strong selling pressure comes from the top, and this stop at the level, and after this stop at the level you can focus on their candles and the bodies and the wickets. You see the rejection of the candles, the sellers, the bearish candles bodies become smaller than their rejections. That's mean they becoming weak. That's why we see here eventually after, because they started with a strong, they start with strong pressure, but eventually after hit at this, our support price, our support area, they eventually become weaker. As a result, because sellers become weaker, obviously the buyers will take the opportunity and they took back the control of the market, and as a result we see here buyers entered the market and they pushed the price in that direction. So guys, support works because buyers pressure becomes stronger than the sellers. Sellers weakens at the support area, buyers, as a result buyers become stronger and they push the market in that direction. I hope you get it. So let's move to the next topic. So our next topic is very important, guys. This is, which one should we draw? Support zone or support line? If we just draw support as a single line, what is the precautions here? Focus on the left chart here. I indicate this one as a incorrect. Why I did this? Let's see. A strong selling pressure is started from here and push the market a little and again a little correction here, and we see eventually the sellers broke our support level. This is not a support zone, this is a straight line, a single straight support line we draw here, and we see our sellers are strongly broke our support level. So a beginner thinks like that, okay, the support is already broken, the price may now fall more and fall more. So they just took sell trade here and they eventually got in loss. And we see here after the breakout, the buyers got up, the buyers push the market in the up direction with full pressure. So if we just draw this area as a zone, we just draw this area as a zone. I will also uh, tell you how you can draw and how to draw support and resistance as a zone in the future slides. I will tell you this one. And if you just draw this area as a zone, we not only just minimize the loss the beginner just made, we but also get the opportunity the market wants to give us. We may just trade in the buy direction. Here is an engulfing pattern we see here. We can trade in the up direction with the confirmation here. So guys, this is how we should trade, but we never ever draw our support and resistance lines in a single straight horizontal line. Okay, so guys, focus on the right chart here, which I indicated as correct. Why I did indicated as correct on the right? The sailors started from here, they started to sailing, and exactly at the support zone we draw here, this is a zone we draw as a zone here, but only one bullish candle is appear, and then again sailors come, they close at the 50% of the middle line of our support zone, and then buyers started to push a little higher. Again sellers tried a little correction area here, and eventually buyers took the control of the market again and they pushed the price in the up direction. Why I use this one as correct? Because if we just draw here as a single line, this one like this, we may fall into trap. The sellers started and exactly close at our support level. Very good. Beginner thinks a very good opportunity to trade. Okay, he just trade. Okay, one win. And then sellers eventually broke the level. And the beginner thinks that, okay, now maybe there is a possibility the market will move down, and he eventually took a sale trade here and he just got into loss. So we draw as a zone here, we not only minimize the loss here but also get a lot of opportunity to trade. First opportunity, second, third and fourth. We got fourth opportunity to trade exactly at this area. Only one support area gives us four opportunities to trade. So that's why we always draw our support and resistance in a zone, not a single line. I hope you get this one. If you understand this one, how we should draw support and resistance, not a single line, always in a zone. If you understand this one, guys, tell me. Okay, now tell me that you understand this one. That's then I will move to the next topic. Okay. Okay, let's move to the next topic, guys. Our next topic is strong versus weak support. So, what is a strong support and what is a weak support? Very good information, guys. Please stay focused. Okay. Okay, let's move to the next topic, guys. Our next topic is strong versus weak support. So, what is a strong support and what is a weak support? Very good information, guys. Focus on the chart in the left eye.
indicate this one as a strong support. Why? Because sellers started to sell from the exact area with a good selling pressure, and this exactly close at our support zone, and you see here they become weakens. After closing at our support zone, the sellers become weak. That's why the price, you can see the buyers enter the market and they push the price in the up direction with the full strength. This is the catch, guys. Focus on it. When I say full strength, they push the price with the full strength from exactly here to here. With the full strength, buyers push the market in the up direction. First, sellers come to the exact area, they failed, they become weak, buyers entered the market and they push the market with their full strength, with full capability. You can see strong, bullish, healthy candles also forming. What is happening here? Because in future we see, in the future, if the price comes back to that exact area, we may think that the price may reverse again. The buyers may start to buy again from that exact area. Why? There is a high chance, because on the first time we see here, when sellers come to our this zone, the buyers were too much aggressive to buy from the exact price level. That's why in future, that's why we indicate this one as a strong support, because from the exact area buyers were too much stronger. That's why they push the price with their full strength. So in future, if the sellers come back and exactly close as our support zone, we may think that the buyers will come back and they will start to buy again. And if we just focus here, I indicated on the right chart as a weak support. Why I did this? Do you remember, guys, on our first slide I told you how price actually moves? Price moves in three simple steps. The first step is called impulse, and the second step is called the pullback, and the third step is called the continuation. So if you focus here, the sellers started to move down and they close exactly at our support level. And then after they close exactly at our support level, the bars started to moving up. But if you focus here, the bullish candles are too weak. That's why we indicate this zone as a weak, because if it should be a strong zone, it should be the buyer should be enter here with their full strength, and the candle should be like this one. I will also show you in the chart here right now, so that you can understand this quickly. As a result, this one, because buyers can't make it, they just eventually fail to move the price in the up direction. That's why sellers took back the control and they push the price in the downward direction, and the eventually broke our support zone. So guys, if you understand this one, I want to show you this how it's actually work in the live chart. So this is an IQ option chart. In the up direction, that's why sellers took back the control and they push the price in the downward direction, and the eventually broke our support zone. Okay, now tell me that. So my voice is repeating, guys. I'm sorry about this one. Let's fix this. 1 second, guys. So this is an IQ option chart, and they push the price in the downward direction, and the eventually broke our support zone. As a result, okay, now tell me that. So my voice is repeating, guys. I'm sorry about this one. Let's fix this. 1 second, guys. Clear now, guys. So this is an IQ option chart, and they push the price in the downward direction, and the eventually broke our support zone. Okay, now tell me
Okay,
that
let's start, guys.
you understand
So,
this.
my voice is repeating, guys. I'm sorry about this one.
I want to show you this how it's actually
Let's
work.
fix.
So my voice is repeating, guys. I'm sorry about this one.
Let's fix. Okay, guys, my voice is clear now. Can you please tell me my voice is clear? Okay, guys, my voice is clear now. Can you please tell me my voice is clear? Okay. Okay, let's start. Okay. Okay, let's start. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I don't know what is happening to my mic. I don't know. It was good before. I checked it three, four, or five times. A lot of time I've been checked, but I don't know why this happens. I'm sorry for this one, guys. So let's check this. How we can find strong support. Let's check this. How we can find strong support. Okay. So this is a strong support. This zone is a strong support. Why this one is a strong support? Because from that exact area, you see, I draw here our support zone, and from here buyers started with their full power. You can see buyers are moving with their full strength. Buyers are more than the sellers in the waves. That's why I draw here. This is a strong support zone. In the future, there is a high possibility that it will work. There is a high possibility that it will work and reject from that exact area. And if we just draw in a pullback area like this one, if I just draw my support area here, if I just draw my support zone here, you can see after the price close exactly at this level, the buyers come, but you can see on the focus of the buyers candles, they are shrinking with the upper rejection. You see the candles becoming very smaller, and eventually we see sellers started to buy, sellers started to push enter the market again, and they took back the control of the market, and they eventually broke our support zone here. So guys, always draw your support zones in the strong areas where the price moves in the up direction with their full strength, with a good body, with healthy bodies like this one. Okay. Okay, let's move to the next topic, guys. Our next topic is fresh versus tested support. Focus on the chart here on the left. Focus here. I draw and I indicate this one as a fresh support. What is happening here? Why I indicate this one as a first support? A fresh support means a market come, the sellers strongly come to our support zone from that exact area. Think that as a price, the sellers exactly close at this price, and buyers immediately got active. A lot of buyers pressure here, and we see a rejection, and buyers push the market in the up direction with their full strength. This is a first touch. A first touch means the buyers only here after we see that after we see the directional change here. That's why after we see the directional change, the buyers started to moving in the up direction, and this is the first touch. In future, if the market comes back again and touch our this support zone, there is a high possibility that the buyers will buy again and the market will go in that direction. And this is the first touch, and we can also trade on the second, we can trade also in the third touch. I will tell you this one in the next slide, that how many times you can use one support zone or how many times you can use one resistance zone. For now, just remember that a first touch directional change means a fresh support, a support just created here, and it is more helpful that we can use this for the future. And on the right chart, if you can focus, I indicate this one as a tested support. Why? You see, after the sellers come back and exactly close at our support area, the buyers will start to buy again. The buyers started to buy, and then the sellers come back, and then the buyers started to buy again. A lot of time sellers try to win the market, but they failed. But eventually the sellers own the market, and they eventually took back the control of the market. Why actually our this support is broken? Because a lot of time buyers try to push the price in the up direction, but eventually they failed. That's why the sellers took the opportunity. The buyers thinks that this price has tested a lot of time, so they just lose their interest to buy from that exact area. That's why they just gave up. That's why sellers took the opportunity. They moved the price in the downward direction. So guys, let's move to the next topic. What is a resistance? Okay guys, we already talk about what is a support. Now we will talk about what is a resistance. A resistance area means an area where sellers wants to sell and a lot of selling pressure is available. A lot of sell order are also executed at the resistance area, where the buyers become weakens and the sellers become stronger. So as a result, we see here a strong bullish power, strong buyers exactly close at our at this red area. This is not created as resistance yet. After the sellers reacted, they started to selling and move the price in the downward direction from the exact area. Now this area become a resistance zone. Okay, a resistance zone is an area where sellers are attractive. They are interested to sell from that exact area, and buyers are not no longer interested to buy after from that area. Okay guys, let's move to the next topic. Our next topic is, why does a resistance work? A resistance work because buyers are become weakens at the resistance and sellers become stronger at the resistance. That's why the resistance actually works. A resistance works because buyer becomes weakens and sellers become stronger. That's why a resistance actually works. It's the game of strength. Let's move to the next topic. Our next topic is a resistance zone versus a resistance line. Which one should we choose to use? Just focus on the left chart guys, a resistance line. Just focus here, a strong bullish is moving toward in the upward direction and eventually broke the line, broke this resistance line. So a beginner thinks, okay, the line is broken and it may go in the up direction. But eventually we see here a strong sellers active here. They appeared in the market and they put the price in the downward direction. So if we just draw here as a zone, we may not just minimize the loss we just did here, but also we get the opportunity to trade as a sell. You see, we get the opportunity to trade for the sell. We get a bearish rejection from here. You see a strong bearish rejection. The first candle got a rejection from the resistance area. After got the rejection, we can execute a trade here. So always draw as a zone, not as a single line, as we already discussed this one in the support section. So focused on the right chart, guys, resistance zone. The price moves up and again exactly close at our resistance zone. From that exact zone, after hitting the price exactly at our resistance zone, the buyers become weakens. Again they tried a little, but they failed to push the price in the upward direction. They lose the hope, they lose the interest. Again they tried a little, but we see here a lot of failed attempt. The sellers eventually took back the control of the market and they pushed the price in the downward direction. And we got a lot of opportunity here, guys. You see, first time after the buyers reaches at our support zone, we can get a trade here. Second time we can get a trade here. Third and fourth time we also get a trade here. A lot of opportunity the market gives us to trade with. But if we just draw as a single one line here, we may think that the price is already broken and we will miss a lot of opportunity. So guys, always draw your support and resistance line as a zone, not in a single line, so that you will not miss any opportunity the market will give. So guys, focus on the next topic is strong versus weak resistance. Focus on the left chart, guys. I indicate this one as a strong resistance because the buyers strongly push the price in the upward direction, and eventually after hitting this resistance zone they become weakened. You see, the pressure become weak. They are no longer in the market right now at this price. They are no longer interested to buy more. But eventually we see here the sellers started to selling with their full strength, with their full power. Remember before I told you on the support section that what I mean by full strength. They push the price with their full capability, with their full strength. That's why the price becomes going down drastically and sellers took back the control of the market. These kinds of situation always draw your resistance line. This is a strong resistance. In the future, if the market comes back again, there is a high possibility that sellers will enter the market and they push the price in the downward direction, because the thing that the previously the sellers was too much aggressive and active. That's why in the second time it's a high possibility that the sellers will come back and push the price in the downward direction. So guys, focus here on the right chart. I indicate this one as a weak support because it's not only go against the trend, but also there is a low pressure of sellers. After buyers hit at this level, the sellers come but with weakness. You see here the sellers is very weak here. That's why the sellers does not sustain in the market. Eventually they fail. The price continues with its original direction, as we already discussed about impulse, pullback and continuation situation. So always guys, draw your support and resistance where the market is push and market is move with their full strength. So guys, let's move to the next topic. Our next topic is fresh versus tested support. What is a fresh support, what is a tested support, as we already discussed about in the support section. On the left, this is a fresh resistance. This is a fresh resistance because the buyers just now entered at this price area. This is not yet a resistance zone. After the buyers become weakens at this price area and then sellers get the opportunity, they push the price in the downward direction. This is the first time, this is the first touch. We see there is a directional change here. The market was a bullish, now it's bearish now. So we can draw a resistance zone here, and this is our first touch. This is the first time market worked and reversed the from buyers to sellers. And in future we see here if the buyers come back again and exactly close at our level, we may think that there is a high possibility the sellers will come back and they will start to sell again. They can take back the control of the market because previously we saw a strong sellers also active. And there is a thing, as I told you, a pro tip I want to give you here, a tips. The tips is
a support or a resistance zone. We can draw which one is already worked once or twice. If we see here, suppose the market moves down and moves up, say let's come back to the to this area, support area. Say let's come back to this support area, and then the price moves up in the upward direction. So what is happening here? After we get a directional change, this is the first time, this is the first, market got the rejection, and then again the price moved down a little, and then again it got rejected and got in the upward direction. We get two times touch. This is the time 2, the price touch at our support zone. And for the third time, if the market comes back and got in the upward direction, we get a third time respected support zone. So in my theory, this is my suggestion, if you can also use this support as a fourth time, but as many times this support is tested, the buyers become lose their interest. As a result, for the for the resistance also, in the resistance zone, if we see here more than 2 or 3 times it tested, 3 times is the maximum. As I told you, 3 times is the maximum you can use a support or resistance zone. And always draw your support and resistance zone in fresh, like 2 times already tested, already 2 times tested, 2 time reversal, 2 time directional change. You see, you can work as a third time here, you can trade for sale here for the third time. Okay, at support and resistance, in my suggestion I will want to give you, work for the two and third time. Okay, you see a fresh resistance or a fresh support, a fresh directional change here, only work third time. Okay, don't go with the fourth or fifth. I hope you get this one. And let's move to the next topic. Our next topic is very important, guys, how to find support and resistance. Very, very important. How you can find support and resistance in the market. I think I should explain this one here, and I will show you how you can draw also support and resistance, because we already discussed a lot strong support, tested support, and how we can draw not in a single line. We should draw support and resistance in always in a zone. So I will also show you. First of all, I want to give you an idea how we can draw or find a support and resistance line. Just focus on here on the chart, the price moving up, we get a directional change from here, it changes the direction and goes here, and again we got the directional change here. So after we got directional change in the first time here, we draw a zone, and in this we see here on the down here we got a resistance. After got a directional change here, we got a directional change here, we got a support, and again the price reacted here, rejection, we got a rejection from the upper side, the price will move little down, again it hit at the resistance area, again the price moved down and hit at the support zone. After hit the support zone, the price is still tries a little bit, but again the sellers tried a little bit, and we see a strong bullish power, and it's moved to the upward direction. A lot of buyers sellers is happening here. And we see here this strong support and strong resistance is working a lot of time, because we see we only draw here. This is our first time, first time, first time, this is second time, third time, second time, third time. For the fourth time here, this is the fourth, this is the fourth. I will not recommend to trade on the fourth. 2 times, 3 times is good. Okay, when you see the directional change of the first, directional change of the first, we can go for the second and third. I hope you get it. Let's find out in the chart how we can draw our support and resistance on the chart. Here we can see a directional change. This is a directional change we can draw here because this is a pattern we can see here. We draw our zone here. This is a resistance zone we draw because there is a directional change here we see. Okay guys, you can also use the promo code on the screen below. You see here the promo code, only 50 users is limited promo code. Use the promo code right now in the promo section in IQ option. You'll get a $5 risk free trade on your deposit. Okay guys, you see here this is a resistance zone. We draw this resistance zone because this is the first time we see a directional change here. After seeing the directional change, we draw the support zone here. So in future we see after the buyers entered the market, the sellers reacted. After they entered the market, the sellers reacted and they eventually pushed the market in the downward direction. And how we can identify the support? Okay, a lot of support here. We can see a lot of directional change here. You see here we draw our support zone because from exactly here it's changed the direction, and here we see after hitting at our support zone we may also adjust the support zone according to the areas. We can draw here also because there is a directional change. Why I draw here? Focus here. I draw on the lowest part, the lowest part where the candles goes, and the closing position, the lowest position and the closing position. I draw two horizontal lines and I make this as a zone, and we see the market come and close at the level and buyers pushing the market in the upward direction. So I not only just draw on a zone, but also I saw from exactly here a one directional change, and but also you see a strong bullish pair from exactly here. The buyers push the market to the upward direction till here. So that's how you can draw your support and resistance. You see again and again it will work. There is a high possibility. You see the buyers become weaker when it's come to near our resistance zone because it was a strong zone before. That's why the buyers reacting. The sellers obviously will show their power after getting here. We will trade after getting a confirmation. So guys, let's move to our next topic. Our next topic is common mistakes the beginner makes that we have to avoid. How we can avoid the common mistakes the beginner makes? Just focus on the chart here. I indicated incorrect. You can see on the chart this is very confusing. A lot of line, a lot of support and resistance zone has been drawn on here. This is become very confusing. We cannot work on these kinds of chart. We always make our chart very neat and clean so that we can read the market, analyze the market perfectly, so that we will not make any mistakes and do not take any wrong decision. So do not draw your support and resistance. Sorry, my data regrab, bro. The prior code is not working because it's only limited for 50 users. Okay, so wait for the next week. We're gonna give you another 5 user risk free code. Okay, now focus on the uh, uh, slide here because it's very important. This is the most beginner make. A lot of support and resistance zone they draw on their chart, and they don't know where to trade, where the market will reverse. So eventually they become confusing and they fall back to losing their money. And you can focus on the right chart here, which I indicated as correct because you see I only draw where the market is change its direction with the full strength. You see I draw as a zone here also. You see after hitting here the market reverse the market. You see the price reverse the market and the sellers started to pushing the market in the downward direction, and then again in the support here after the price exactly closer our support it started to buy. So that's how we should draw and trade on the market so that we do not make any mistake and do not fall into trap of the market. Market will gives us opportunity, but we are the one who's not gonna take. Okay, always go for these kinds of chart. Okay, do not just make your chart messy like this. So let's move to the next topic, guys, if you understand this one. Our next topic is putting all together. Okay, what we learned today, the support and resistance, how we can trade on support and resistance. Focus here, guys. The sellers started to selling and they exactly close at the support area, and then we see they become weaker, the sellers become weaker, the buyers become stronger. That's why they push the market in the upward direction. Exactly here at this price, this red zone, we see the buyers become weaker, they become very weak. That the sellers entered the market immediately, and we got a confirmation also. Okay, if you can focus here, a good rejection, a good rejection, every seller's candle has a rejection. So we got also a rejection confirmation. After we get the confirmation, we can trade from here for 5 minutes, we can trade for here also for 5 minutes, and we may eventually win the trade. Okay, so guys, always make your chart neat and clean so that you can get these kinds of trading setup. So let's move to the next, and one of the most important topic is the confirmation. After the buyers entered exactly at your resistance zone, we see here we just do not we just can't directly enter the market, because there is a, this is not guaranteed that this support and this resistance area will hold you the price. Is the probability, is the high chance that there is a possibility that the market may reverse, but this is not a guarantee. So always take your trade with the confirmation. Without confirmation, do not take trade. This is a red alert, guys. Always trade with confirmation. Okay, let's move to the next topic. Our next topic is what we already discussed. Let's summarize this, guys. A whole session, what we already discussed today. Our first topic was the price movement. Price moved in three waves: the impulse, pullback, and the continuation. Either an impulse is an area where market moves in one direction, either it can go sell, like it can go buy. Okay, and we see when the next we learned about support. A support is an area where buyers are active, buyers become are interested to buy at the support zone. And then we learned about the resistance. A resistance zone is an area where sellers become active, a lot of sell orders are executed at the resistance zone. Eventually the market will move in the downward direction by the seller's power. And then we learned about support and resistance zone, how we can draw support and resistance zone. And we do not draw support or resistance as a one single line, because it will eventually fall into a trap. So always, guys, draw your support and resistance zone, support and resistance as a zone. Do not make this mistake, guys, very important. And the fifth, we learned about strong versus weak levels. We know where the which support is strong, we know which resistance is strong right now, which one is weak, which one is strong, we know. Because a weak, if in a support zone, we see here, if the buyers making a strong bullish candle with a big body, and eventually they move the market in the upward direction, we are indicating that this area is a strong support, because from that exact area buyer was very strong before. And in the other hand, a resistance is strong because sellers become stronger at the resistance area. So always watch the strongness which was in the strong in the market. Always watch the pressure, always watch the candles weak, always watch the candle body at your support and resistance zone, so that you can identify which one is in power. And the last, we discussed about what is a confirmation. A confirmation can be a lot of time, a confirmation can be a rejection, a confirmation can be a market strength, a confirmation can be the candle strength, candle body weak reactions, a confirmation can be a bullish candlestick, and patterns. Confirmation can be bearish candlestick patterns, so always trade with confirmation, guys, so that you can boost your trading, you can boost your results 20% or 30% higher. So support and resistance help you to understand the market. They do not predict the future exactly, guys. So don't follow them blindly. Just wait for your confirmation, then you can trade. So guys, let's move to the next topic. Our next topic is the final tips I want to give you, which is follow the trend. Always follow the trend, guys. Trend is your friend. Do not trade against the trend, guys. Always follow the trend. As I told you, market moves in three waves: impulse, pullback, and continuation. Try to draw your support zone here at the end of the pullback area, and if the price comes down exactly close at the level, you can trade for higher direction. Okay, so you always try to draw your support areas like here, okay, like this one areas. Always try to draw your support. And on the other hand, as I told you, an impulse, pullback, and a continuation, always try to draw your resistance area at the end of the pullback area here, so that in future if the market comes down, in the future the market comes up and exactly close at the resistance area, you can think that after getting confirmation you can trade for sell. So this is a very good setup, you can trade. And the second tip is draw as a zone. Do not draw as a single line. Always, guys, draw as a zone so that you do not miss any opportunity the market will give. And guys, the third is wait for confirmation. Always, very must, this is a must. Do not take your trade without getting a confirmation, at least two or three confirmation. If you get on your trade, then you execute it. Without a confirmation, do not execute a trade. And the fourth tip is, guys, keep your chart clean. Do not overdraw support and resistance. Always draw support and resistance where the market is should go reverse with the strong areas. Only draw support and resistance only on strong areas. Do not overdraw support and resistance, okay, so that you can't be confusing on the market. And the fifth is practice every day, guys. Practice makes man perfect. If you practice every day, practice will makes you master on here. Okay, guys, so every day, just think you learn today, practice every day, so that you can master these things and you do not forget these things when you are into training. So guys, I think this is it. I think we are in the end of the today's webinar. I'm so very sorry for my mic is not good today. I'm very sorry for this one, but I give my best here. I hope you stay connected and enjoy this one, enjoy the topics, and enjoy the webinar. And thank you very much, guys, joining the today's support and resistance masterclass. Today we learned how price moves, how what is support, what is the resistance, and how to draw support and resistance zones, and how we can identify strong levels, and why waiting confirmation is so important. And I hope this lesson helps you to understand the market with more confidence. And keep learning, guys, keep practicing, and I wish you all the best. And thank you very much for staying with me all the time, guys. I think I could give you something better. Okay, guys, see you in the next week. Okay, goodbye.